So these are the pillars of morality. If you ask anyone what is morality based on, these are the two factors that always come out. One is reciprocity, and associated with it is a sense of justice and a sense of fairness. And the other one is empathy and compassion. And human morality is more than this, but if you would remove these two pillars, there would be not much remaining, I think. And so they're absolutely essential. So a final experiment that I want to mention to you is our fairness study. And so this became a very famous study, and there's now many more, because after we did this about 10 years ago, it became very well known. And we did that originally with capuchin monkeys, and I'm going to show you the first experiment that we did. It has now been done with dogs, and with birds, and with chimpanzees, but with Sarah Brosnan, we started out with capuchin monkeys. So what we did is we put two capuchin monkeys side by side. Again, these animals, they live in a group. They know each other. We take them out of the group, put them in a test chamber. And there's a very simple task that they need to do. And if you give both of them cucumber for the task, the two monkeys side by side, they're perfectly willing to do this 25 times in a row. So cucumber, even though it's really only water in my opinion, but cucumber is perfectly fine for them. Now, if you give the partner grapes, the food preferences of my capuchin monkeys correspond exactly with the prices in the supermarket. And so if you give them grapes, that's a far better food, then you create inequity between them. So that's the experiment we did. Recently, we videotaped it with new monkeys who had never done the task, thinking that maybe they would have a stronger reaction, and that turned out to be right. The one on the left is the monkey who gets cucumber. The one on the right is the one who gets grapes. The one who gets cucumber, note that the first piece of cucumber is perfectly fine. The first piece she eats. Then she sees the other one getting grape, and you will see what happens. So she gives a rock to us, that's the task. And we give her a piece of cucumber, and she eats it. The other one needs to give a rock to us. And that's what she does. And she gets a grape. And she eats it. The other one sees that. She gives a rock to us now, gets again cucumber. She tests the rock now against the wall. She needs to give it to us. And she gets cucumber again. So this is basically the Wall Street protest that you see here. Chimpanzees to cooperate. So this is already about 100 years ago that we were doing experiments on cooperation. And what you have here is two young chimpanzees who have a box, and the box is too heavy for one chimp to pull in. And of course there's food on the box, otherwise they wouldn't be pulling so hard. And so they're bringing in the box. And you can see that they're synchronized. You can see that they work together. They pull at the same moment. It's already a big advance over many other animals who wouldn't be able to do that. And now you're going to get a more interesting picture, because now one of the two chimps has been fed. So one of the two is not really interested in the task anymore. Now look at what happens at the very end of this. He takes basically everything. So there are two interesting parts about this. One is that the chimp on the right has a full understanding he needs the partner, so full understanding of the need.
Thus we have seen that justice, reciprocity, empathy, and fairness are the two great pillars of humanity. Our functions Means the functions of call for justice are community service, academics, and research. Without academics and research, no NGO can survive, nor it can contribute to the society in a significant manner. In community service, we have number one, a project innocence, number two, public conflicts, legal aid, 4, gypsies problem, 5, interactive website to guide and help people, 6, social issues, 7, law pertaining to tribal and underprivileged section of society, communal harmony, and public interest litigations, for which we are preparing a panel of lawyers on record so that we can file such litigations in the court of law. Under academics, we want to evaluate education of law and ethics in consultation with the University Grant Commission. Number 2, we wish to organize workshops, seminar, conferences on legal and ethical issues. Number 3, government's newer acts and their implications and interpretations are also we wish to discuss. Publication of reports and findings by the Call for Justice or by other agencies which are related to us. Media interaction, interviews and articles in the media. Biannual journal for research and academic articles on law and ethics. In research, which we want to promote as well as to conduct ourselves, that includes Forest Regulation Act 2006, Tribal Health, Culture and Development, Forensic Psychology, Forensic Sciences, Judicial Process, Investigating Process, Social Impact of Process of Law Administration and Justice, and lastly, research on Indian Penal Codes, Criminal Procedure Code, Civil Procedure Codes, and other law and enactment in achieving the goals for which they are made. Yes, why the law and ethics are required for us or for the humans. The humans have dominated this planet because of their certain qualities. And these qualities are, number 1, the self-awareness, and second, the compassion to take care and to love to their fellow colleagues. Humans are the only one in the animal kingdom who are aware that death is imminent. We all know that we have to die. We can imagine future after death. We all are capable of imagining the future of our offsprings, of our children, after our departure. We plan for that future for the generation to come. This is the quality which is present only in human beings. Other qualities which we possess are power of imagination. We saw the birds flying, we imaginated of the flying, we put it into ideation and action, and we invented the aeroplane. Power of thinking and expression is very unique to the human race. Self-preservation and propagation is a strong sense in the humans like any other animal. At the same time, we have survival instincts of selfishness, ego, greed, overpower or dominant others, and jealousy. These survival instincts are extremely necessary for an human in individual capacity to exist. Without these survival instinct, he will not be able to have its own individual existence, which may extend to his family. So these are very necessary evils in the human beings, provided they are used as servant. If they become your master, then these survival instincts are the worst. Thus we see that our qualities and survival instincts are in conflict with each other. And these create the situations to manage. We require law and ethics and in society, and thus these becomes very essential and compulsory component of the human civilization or the human existence. Here we have the agencies which can fund your academic and research programs, like Indian Council of Medical Research, Department of Biotechnology, Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, University Grant Commission, Department of Science and Technology, and for us, most important, that is the Indian Council of Social Sciences Research, what is called in short as the ICSSR. So these